This is your goofy Uncle Tree Jam, and I want to welcome you back to another episode of Mass Effect 1. Last time we left off, we landed on Feros, but it looks like the entire colony has been overrun with Geth. The survivors here are not faring well, and we need to do whatever we can to try and bring this place back up to speed. But we've got our work cut out for us. We need to restore water, food, we need to take care of, I believe there's one more thing for taking care of a Geth transmitter, and I think we're going to need to get power back online, so power cells. So those are all the things that I can think of for right now. But let's go ahead and talk to each of the survivors and get their feedback. Before we do though, I want to talk to some of the non-essential NPCs and just hear a little bit of ambient dialogue.
Thanks for your help. At least we have time to regroup.
If we could take the fight to these Geth, we would. We're not soldiers.
They're still out there, but at least they've been slowed.
Well, at least the Geth can't regroup at the command post anymore.
We won't be safe until every last Geth is destroyed.
No one understands what we're trying to build here.
The Geth have destroyed our home. It'll take years to rebuild.
This colony will outlast any threat thrown at it.
I'm not the best shot, but I'll do what I can. I'll try to keep an eye on things. I don't know how long we can hold out while their command post is intact. I want to help, but this is all I can do. I have to stay here no matter what. I'll hold this position in case those things try to attack again.
So as we saw last time, the colonists have built up a makeshift militia outpost right here to try and defend from any Geth in this tunnel right in this area. And if you remember, this is the place that we actually went up through in order to get to the Normandy all the way to here. So, but let's go ahead and talk to Machadol. I have no idea how to say her first name, so I'm not going to try. But she's actually in charge of the water. If we talk to her, we can get a little insight on how we can bring the water back online.
I'm sorry, but I can't stop to talk. I have to deal with the water shortage.
Is there anything I can do?
The utilities building was one of the first to fall under Geth control. Find the mains and turn them back on. Until then, this colony is dry.
You know where to find the problem with the water.
The colony can't afford to lose any more of us. We're just too vulnerable.
You're very focused on the water despite the constant attacks.
I can't think of anything else. So much has happened, but it hurts. If I stay focused on this task, the pain goes away.
An understandable reaction, though her discomfort seems almost palpable.
I have a ship fueled and ready to go. I could bring water in.
Unless you plan to make a trip every few days, that wouldn't really solve our problem. We need to be self-sufficient.
Tell me about yourself.
I'd rather not. This is not the time or the place. Please, help us or don't. Otherwise, leave me to my work.
What do you know about this planet?
I am not the one to ask about that. Ask Fidan or one of the others.
Tell me about the colony.
We are a small group, part of a larger colony, before the Geth attacked. You should speak to Fidan. It's his responsibility. He knows the colony best.
I think that's all she has to say for right now, but we went ahead and updated our quest for getting the water back online.
I have to go.
I wish you luck.
I just noticed that every female in this game has got a bomb-ass body.
Nice work with those Geth. Glad you showed up. I still need the power cells for this generator, though.
Would it help if I brought in some power cells from the Normandy? We can certainly spare a few.
Your top-of-the-line ship doesn't use the same parts as the old generator we've got. The cells just aren't compatible.
If I find anything while I'm looking around, I'll send it your way.
Thank you, Commander. I appreciate it.
It's like every single female in the game's been doing a little aerobics on the side, staying in shape. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. We went ahead and talked to May O'Connell, and she's given us the quest for getting the power back up online.
Commander, I was told to make my supplies available to you if you wish.
So here's the merchant I was talking about in the last episode. This is Ledra. If you remember Expat from the Citadel Ward's Markets area, he mentioned that he had a contact on Feros who dropped out after a while. This is that contact. Let's talk to him and see what he's got.
What's a Solarian doing on a human colony?
This Solarian goes where the credits are. Or I did. A well-stocked freighter can be a profitable investment on a new colony. But once I was here, I decided to stay on. The colony life grows on you after a while.
What's your name, Solarian?
My full name is Goratu Heranon Maldinest God Inost Ledra. Humans usually employ surname and given name only. Inost and Ledra in my case.
Why's your name so long?
We are named for our origins. Goratu is my homeworld, Heranon my clan's country, Maldinest and Got are the city and district where I live.
What can you tell me about Zoo's Hope?
A fascinating place by all accounts, though the Geth have made it treacherous. You might like it here too, if you gave it a chance, Commander. I never thought I'd stay in one place for long, but here? I will stay here.
This place is barely holding together. Why stay here?
I can't give you an answer to that, Commander. At least not one that you would comprehend. Why not try asking Phi Dan? Maybe he can tell you what I can't.
So for some reason, he doesn't seem that sincere. He's got a little bit of hesitation before he gives answers.
How do you keep things in stock in conditions like this?
My list of consumers has shrunk significantly since the attacks, and few of those have time for shopping.
Let me see what you have.
Of course. I may be able to provide a few interesting items.
So what I want to do is I want to get this Halliet Armory license from him, take care of that. And that's all I'm going to get from him. So I think I've got almost all of the licenses that I need in game. But let's go ahead and talk to more of the unessential NPCs. I like hearing their ambient dialogue and seeing how it updates after you do certain things in game.
They'll try to rebuild the command post soon enough.
Davin does what he can, but our food will run out sooner or later.
At least we've got a chance to regroup.
Hunger will weaken us in the long run.
I don't think I've slept since they began their attack.
We couldn't bring much in the way of supplies with us. We need sustainable food.
They're still out there. I hate those Geth.
What good is surviving the attacks if we starve?
I don't like to talk to all the NPCs all the time. It's just sometimes I feel like I get bored and I walk around. I want to see what people have to say about the world around you as you make decisions and do things here and there. And as your decisions start to have consequences for the people around you, it's interesting to see how other people's perspectives in game will change of your character. Well, let's go ahead and talk to this person right here. And she's actually a crew member on this freighter.
You're the commander of the ship that just landed.
What do you know about the colony?
We just arrived a short time ago. It seemed like any other colony at first, but it's different somehow.
What do you mean?
It's hard to explain. It's kind of like... I can't describe it. You should speak with Phi Dan. He knows the colony better than me.
Are you the captain of this freighter?
Not originally. The captain died in one of the Geth raids. I'm the last crew member. We shouldn't even be here. The Solarian merchant promised us a fortune. I wish... I suppose it could be worse.
What's wrong with the ship? Isn't she space-worthy?
There's too much damage. Maybe if the Geth stopped attacking, I could fix her. Then again, if there were no Geth, I might just stay on a while.
What do you do here?
I'm just watching over the ship, making sure she doesn't get any worse. If nothing else, she's good for hiding in when those Geth come over the walls.
It looks like you're monitoring something.
No, well, just ship diagnostics. It's nothing. I should get back to it, but Phi Dan, what's the report on... I should go.
Maybe I can help you. What are you trying to diagnose?
No, thanks, really. Now, please, I need to get back to work.
Once you ask her that question, she pretty much closes up and refuses to talk to you anymore.
I can't talk right now. I'm busy.
Getting a little strange behavior from the colonists. Either someone's keeping them, making sure that their lips stay closed, or... I don't know.
This work must be completed.
But everyone refuses to talk more about the colony. It's like they're being forced or have some kind of agreement to stay quiet. Seems strange. But let's talk to Davin Reynolds, and he's actually in charge of the food here at Feros.
You're the one who repelled that last wave. They'll be back. And if the Geth don't kill us, we'll die of hunger soon enough.
Are you doing anything to remedy the situation?
I need to boost rations with Varren Meat, but it's too dangerous. The Alpha Varren, he's huge and he's mad. Rabid, maybe. Totally uncontrollable. I can't do anything until he's dead.
I have a ship. I could bring in supplies from off-world.
I'd rather you concentrated on the Geth. Food won't help us if they breach our defenses.
Fair enough. Let's ask him about what he does here and a little bit more about the colony.
Tell me about yourself.
What's to tell? I came here with my wife Greta, looking for adventure, a new life together. This isn't exactly what we signed up for. Of course, it would be much better without the Geth. We were really starting to enjoy the colony before they came.
Tell me about Zeus Hope.
The colony is growing, or it was. But you should speak with Fidan. He is our leader.
Why should I speak with Fidan? Why can't you tell me?
I don't want to talk about that right now. Speak with Fidan.
Tell me about hunting Varren.
Hunting them is impossible while fending off the Geth. On the positive side, they'll attack anything, even those damn synthetics. The big alpha Varren is the real problem. He's mad, erratic, completely unpredictable.
I have to go.
So long, Commander.
So now we should have an update for getting the rabid Varren out of the way so that these people can start hunting for food. And I think I decrypted this last time, but I think there's a bug in game where if you reload from a save, that terminal will reset and you'll have to hack it again. I don't know why it does that. Don't ask me. I didn't make the game. I'm just playing it.
It hurts so much when I think about what we've lost.
You'll have to forgive my wife. Calantha's not in her right mind. She just needs to relax and accept what's happened.
What happened to your wife?
The constant attacks have strained us all. She'll adapt. We all have.
I mean, we got a med bay in the Normandy. Do you want us to help out?
Is there anything I can do for her?
No, she just needs time. Time to absorb everything. We'll be fine.
Let's ask a little bit more about what Hollis Blake does here.
What do you do for the colony?
I'm a medic. Or I am since the doctor died. I've tried my best since she was killed.
Tell me about the colony.
I can't tell you much about that. You'd best ask Fidan if you really must know.
Why can't you tell me? I just want to know about the colony.
Fidan is our leader. Who better to answer questions about the colony?
Do you know anything about this planet?
Just what I was told by Colonial Affairs. It's a little different from what they claimed. It's not all bad, though. When the Geth are gone, we'll have a chance to create something even more spectacular than before.
Alright, I think that's all he has to say, so let's go ahead and leave him to it.
I have to go.
Please do what you can to stop the attacks.
So the people here are definitely holding something back. It's, if you ask about Feros, or specifically about the colony, they'll tell you to go talk to Fidan. But if you remember, we talked to Fidan in the last episode, and we actually ran a little bit over time doing so. The only person left to talk to is Arcelia, so let's go ahead and get her perspective.
I'm grateful for what you've done, but your heroics don't impress me, Commander.
Tell me more about yourself, Arcelia.
I'm a rent-a-cop. I was hired to keep kids from writing graffiti on the walls at Exogeny. Then all this happened. I wasn't trained for this. I didn't ask for it. I just wanted to end.
I get the feeling you don't like me.
How would you feel if you were hung out to dry by every government organization that ever promised to keep you safe? They should have sent a small fleet. Instead, we get one ship. And you're only interested in the Geth.
Speaking of which, how them Geth doing?
What can you tell me about the Geth? Do you have any idea what they might be after?
I can't tell you anything about that. I suggest you go to Exogeny if you want answers to those questions.
Tell me about Zeus Hope.
I can't tell you much about it. You should speak to Fidan if you want to know more.
Okay.
What can you tell me about Exogeny?
Very little. I work there as a security officer. I know they were looking for artifacts and anything of value. That's what they do. They fund the colony. In return, we help them uncover buried treasure. It's definitely not as exciting as they make it sound.
I think that's all we can get out of her. It doesn't seem like she wants to give any more information.
Goodbye.
Commander?
So it's pretty much everyone at the colony, and I'm not going to be going and talking to every single person in the future. Typically, whenever I play through this game on my own, I like to just talk to every single NPC, whether they're essential or not, just so I can hear what they have to say. And so it's a little obsession I have with dialogue in game. And for some reason, Shepard's aiming a little to the side. Okay. But let's head this way, and if you remember, last time we actually battled our way up through the tower, and we came up through this stairwell over in this direction, and we went up this way. We're actually going to be going in a different direction this time. And if you first land at Feros and you go down here without going up through the tower in that area, your followers will tell you that you're going the wrong way, and they'll try and get you to revert your course, so to speak. I've also noticed that if you go this way before taking care of the Geth in the tower, it causes the game to bug the hell out. Followers start running in random directions, and the next time you get into the Mako, it may just flip out and go all over the place.
Oh god, they're everywhere!
Oh, snap! Damn, she got gunned the hell down. Now this is another NPC that you cannot save. She's pretty much scripted to die no matter what, so unfortunately we can't do anything for her. Only thing we can do now is try and avenge her death. So let's do just that. Let me go ahead and get sabotage going. Take him out.
Negative contact, Shepard.
It's a shame we couldn't save her, but I mean, she's in a bad spot. She has no cover. She's not trained to handle combat, so she was pretty much bound to die one way or the other. It's kind of the harsh truth of Geth attacks. But let's go ahead and keep moving up. And as you can see on the motion sensor, we have Geth on our radar. Or radar, motion sensor. I get those terms mixed up. But let's go ahead and clear out this group right here. I'm going to go ahead and place, I think, one sabotage right there. We're going to get Liar or Rex to use throw. And I'm going to get Liar to use a singularity. And I'm going to hit him with some, overload. Done deal.
It's over now.
So if you look over here, the first of the water valves is right in this corner. Let's go ahead and turn it on.
This valve looks like part of a large system. There are likely others we need to activate as well.
Right? And the second water valve is actually right here. Quite convenient. So let's turn this thing on as well.
Doesn't look like it's on yet. We should keep looking.
Now that we got that bad boy up and running, I think I want to go ahead and take care of one last thing. I'm going to go ahead and end the episode after this. In this direction, we're going to find the Geth transmitter. But if we go in this direction right here, we're going to find the Varren that Davin Reynolds was talking about. For some reason, the music in-game kind of reminds me of Jurassic Park. I don't know why. It's like The Lost World all over again. Probably like the second film, but oh well. Let's go ahead and get Singularity going. Now a fun exploit you can make use of is, if you're standing right here in the doorway and you don't go all the way into the room, the Varren will just glitch out and keep running back and forth in front of you. So if you're having a little difficulty or you don't have high enough gear, you can actually make use of this and make these guys easy game. But let's go ahead and I think I'm going to get Liar to use lift. Okay. Let's go ahead and enter the room. Okay, I can't see that Varren, so it's probably landed on its feet. Let's move just a little bit, and there's the Alpha Varren that Davin was so concerned about. This Varren is actually biotic, so you want to be extremely careful when engaging it. I recommend immobilizing it before you do anything else. Okay, so as you can see, these guys are pretty much close quarters combatants, and they will do a ton of damage to you if you're not careful. But now that we've taken care of the Alpha Varren, we should be set to go. And I think we're just reached our time limit. So let me go ahead and grab these power cells. Let's take care of these containers right here. And I think there's one more right in this area, right here. And I think that's it. Next time we pick up, I think we're going to go ahead and shut down that Geth transmitter and take care of the last water valve. And I think there's one NPC down in this area that we can talk to. But for right now, this is GreatTreeJam, and I just want to wish you guys a happy day, night, evening, afternoon, wherever you may be in this universe or the next. And I hope to see you in my next vid. But until then, bye!